Jamaica politics and cover. Pick up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Lord of mercy.
Mark Bolin, your time has expired. I told you on the 4th of January that you're wrong to trouble me.
We want to make sure we send the child to school for you. And when they reach up at school, we are going to give them one warm, hot, nutritious meal.
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Buntindo. That you have a choice.
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Buntindo want him pick them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
Look at the PMP, them blocking the road from the JLPs. Eh?
Yes, JPU family, welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Friday. I've missed you guys. I'm a known to miss the channel too. I'm a known to miss the live stream too. But here we are back with our regular programming. So for those of you who are just joining, welcome to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed. Returning subscribers, good evening. Welcome back. Moderator, everybody, good evening. What more we don't know how to do? Hope everybody is doing all right. I've enjoyed the look of 1 week. Yes. So we are back now with the campaign Choose Jamaica 2025 at Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Welcome back, everybody. Guys, you know I'm coming in a little early this evening. And there's so much going on. I haven't really missed much because I have been following, but some things I forgot to talk about. Mr. Lawrence come out again. Everybody gone silent, but make we take our time and talk about it. So, let's see. For those of you who, may know somebody who doesn't know that JPU is back, just send the link, go give them and make them know so the program is on tonight. Lady J, welcome back. I've missed you guys too. All right, so, Lord have mercy, where do we begin? There's so much happening, people. First and foremost, we just want to say this real quick. Me hear some people say the Prime Minister scared for call election, kind of scared of defeat. It was reported on IRA FM this evening. Dayton Campbell say Prime Minister Andrew Holness is afraid of defeat. But I feel like Dayton Campbell would be more familiar with being fearful of defeat, having been defeated by over 2,000 votes. So are we more afraid of defeat? Me not understand. Am I starting out too strong, guys? Too strong? Anyway, I want to show you what's going on down South Manchester. Guys, a piece of judgment take bunting down South Manchester today. When you know the school bus them depend tour, right? Yes, and them go carry the school bus go down South Manchester. I heard from a good source that when Bunting see the school bus them a come through, him run. Him never want the minister see him and him no want nobody burn him out because the people them know down South Manchester or Bunting a behave with the school bus situation. So I'm showing you where the minister go down South Manchester go on with today. or yesterday. Look here, so.
There you go. This is a huge corner now. Huge corner. Huge corner. So I have today toured 17 communities in central Manchester, and I'm now in southern Manchester, looking at the routes and driving behind the buses myself. Hey, hey! There you go. 2 trucks, the bus and a truck. Negotiate the same road. So again, this is just first-hand knowledge for the rural folks of Jamaica to understand that all is going to be well September morning. 100 buses rolling out, 258 schools, and in a matter of 2 years, we'll deal with the rest of the schools to make 850.
Why the minister not done? Him not done. Imagine Bunting go talk, so the bus them can't go round corner, then can't go up hill. We not have no road for the bus them drive pan. Bunting put a piece of fear in the people them at Jamaica, the parents them, the children them. We not go dead. The bus are go turn over. It can't go up hill, it can't go round corner. Look at that. No, me have to play it again. Call the minister, people. Call crowd. Everybody come look on this. Come look how the bus them a turn corner Jamaica. What a wicked man.
There you go. This is a huge corner now. Huge corner. Huge corner. So I have today toured 17 communities in central Manchester, and I'm now in southern Manchester, looking at the routes and driving behind the buses myself. Hey, hey! There you go. 2 trucks, the bus and a truck.
No, Bunting flap out. Good flap out. Guys, I'm not talk the truth. I'm plugging a phone and make sure say charge. Yeah, because Bunting flap tonight. I saw Manchester that, you know. Rural Manchester, you know. Rural Jamaica. And look how the people them take them out. Want bring down our country and bring down our parish. Make it seem like say our parish is so third world. Uno no see that man are wicked. Uno see him Fran him come out, come talk about the bus, the people them got dead. And the whole of Jamaica come down upon him. Uno no see him from them time there. Come in and see him. Except me, yes, when him see the bus come to them run. Me sorry say my source never take him picture when him a run. What can go so? So, more often know now. The whole of the representatives, members of parliament, councillors, everybody, September morning must come out of the bus stop, come out with the young people and the constituents and watch that proud moment when Jamaican rural parents are putting their kids on the bus. We don't expect to see Bunting, but that's okay because the business of the people must continue. So I'm asking all representatives to come out September morning with the kids them. All news media, come out. This is shameful.
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him picnic them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
Guys, why is the PNP behaving like say them a concede to defeat and them a lose. Me see some videos, you know. And me gonna put one of them on the screen, you know, where every time the PNP them say the labor rights them a look war with them. Case in point, me showing you the video in our upload where some labor rights were walking in a community and the PNP them take block and debris and started blocking off the road. You come again, couple nights ago, you see motorcade a come through South St. Mary and the PNP them again I try to create confrontation with the labor rights. Have a look at this, guys.
Look at the PMP, them blocking the road from the JLPs. Eh? Look at that.
Anytime such a man can come, party boy get up and run and gunshot me in back. You tell him let's go. It's like boom my in a matty boy. Who when I promote the nasty man, them a feed day. Boom my in a matty boy. Who when I promote the nasty man, them a feed day. Woman each.
Guys, you see one time people are lose, I saw them like to pick war. Anytime you see people are lose or feel like them are gonna lose, them can't hold them composure. So them start to do things to provoke and create problem. If the PNP them did feel comfortable, thank you, Lady J. Thank you. Guys, there's a live goal over here tonight. If you're feeling generous. Normally, when you're in a race and you feel comfortable, you don't behave them kind of way there. You are composed. You behave yourself. Because when you not see the labor right, them I do them something there. Be careful out there, you know. Be careful out there. Confrontation. Blocking road and blocking off people. That can lead to something more serious. So I would caution and say, you know what? When you don't see people behave like that, because them start to feel defeated. Them sense defeat. And we don't want to see anything escalate right now because the PNP, them on a war path. You see it in their supporters. You see it in their leadership talking about war. So if you can avoid war, people, do it. Please, me I beg you know. Now, I'm going to make you hear this foolishness here, so now, I want to say, I'd put up a video earlier showing us, say, the PNP people, them, women, young women, more and more people are come out and speak out against these people. Because the truth of the matter is, everybody see what's going on, you know. I'm going to make you see what Dayton Campbell say where they don't must send on. I'm not going to see the response of a comrade in the crowd. I run him away. Look at this.
We want to make sure we send the child to school for you. And when they reach up at school, we are going to give them one warm, hot, nutritious meal. Me not talk about bun and bulla. Me not talk about ground provision. Hold on. And how we are going to do that? How we are going to do that? Brownstown is education capital. You've heard that several times. Your council will have to tell us how many needy students they have and what they're offering. Hilders will tell us. Brownstown I will tell us. Brownstown Primary will tell us. Servite will tell us. Lower Buxton will tell us. Meros will tell us. And when they tell us, we are going to send the farmers go out there and produce the 500-pounder Irish, produce the 600-pounder pumpkin, the 300-pounder callaloo, and we are going to spend the money with the local farmers in the communities. Catch. Now, comrades, they are
Wanna hear what him just say? Him talking about school meals. That's been a talking point of the PNP, is that our kids are not being fed adequately. Our school children most vulnerable. You're talking about bulla and milk. Look from when Jamaica phased out bulla and milk in a school. Or from when? Wanna tell me that the chat what year it was? When the pitney them stop from get bulla and milk. When me I go to school under PNP government, the pitney in my school them used to get bulla and milk. Them time they in the 90s. So I don't understand why he is telling the people about, and we're not talking about bulla and milk. We couldn't be talking about bulla and milk because those days are long gone, first of all. And the next thing is, the children them in the school now, they are getting hot meals. Then the other thing as well is, when you're talking about school children, you see Jamaica people I pack up school children with ground provision. You never see them something in a life yet? That's not how we feed kids. Remember, we don't manufacture rice, you know. We don't plant rice. Where we see kids, when we are going to school, I would say we are go to a gate, go buy lunch. We ever buy rice. We buy, we look at vegetable and we look at meat and so. We look at callaloo, yeah. But you know, see no whole heap of ground you know, see school picnic eat no whole heap of ground provision. Why Dayton Campbell want to buy up the kids them? Guys, they have no plans. I'm telling you no. Them have no plans whatsoever. As me telling you in the video earlier, one woman me follow upon the social media in a hospital about 2 months. Unfortunately, she's battling what sounds like metastatic cancer. So she's had long-term hospitalization. And she sure her lunch and breakfast and dinner every day. And when we see the food that the woman I get to hospital, me I fear wonder where Jamaica get so much money. Fear feed the people them so. She's same one, happy wife. Where Jamaica get so much money fear feed the people them so good. All fish, you know. Me see the lunch them where the kids them a get at school at Jamaica and a good lunch. Nutritional lunch. So when Dayton want go with them heap of heavy food with pan the picnic them. And the whole heap of starch. It's not making sense. The way they're talking is as if the kids are not eating anything now at school. And that's inaccurate. That's not true. This is crazy to me. Doesn't know what he's doing. But them come and say Prime Minister scared for call election because him fear defeat. People can't fear defeat when you have people talking so much foolishness. What do you think that money I say in I crowd? I'm going to play it back.
We want to make sure we send the child to school for you. And when them reach up at school, we are going to give them one warm, hot, nutritious meal. Me not talk about bun and bulla. Me not talk about ground provision. Hold on. And how we are going to do that? How we are going to do that? Brownstown is education capital. You've heard that several times. Your council will have to tell us how many needy students they have and what they're offering. Hilda's will tell us. Brownstown I will tell us. Brownstown Primary will tell us. Servite will tell us. Lower Buxton will tell us. Meros will tell us. And when they tell us, we are going to send the farmers go out there and produce the 500-pound of Irish, produce the 600-pound of pumpkin, the 300-pound of callaloo, and we are going to spend the money with the local farmers in the communities. Catch. Now, comrades, they are
If you don't know the man in the audience, guys, when you making call over here, because I want to hear from the man there. The warm, hot meal, I want to hear from the man there. What was he thinking? And really and truly want to get a real response from the man there about what Dayton has said. Because the man they look like him is a farmer. Anybody don't have sent on when know the man there? Making call over here. It look like so them people here wage war upon the pitney them at Jamaica, you know. Wanna listen this?
If the JLP waits until school starts, I'm sure they will lose it because everybody will realize that this is madness. And why it is that we know? Because they can't tell us the rules. Tell us the rules so we can analyze the effectiveness. We can see how much children will not benefit. To this point, we have only heard there's 100 rules, but why are rules not identified? So that we can see, oh, this place don't get none. The vast majority, up to 80%, will not benefit because of the number of us. If PMP should get that best case, we'd have used the same 1.4 billion and bought 26 Toyota Coasters instead of 15-year-old imported buses that we buy for 300 million and retrofit for 1.1 billion. If the
Wanna hear that, guys?
waits until school starts, I'm sure they will lose it because everybody will realize.
If the JLP wait until school start for call the election, I'm sure that them is going to lose. Why? This sad, you know. Because a lot of, you know how much people me hear say, they used to rate Damien. I'm used to talk sense. And for them something that come out of Damien mouth now. Isn't it a shame, guys? Boy, I mean, I know. Them a talk about coaster bus and coaster bus. You so much time I talk over here about the accessibility for disabled students, for wheelchair-bound students. And you hear them come again about coaster bus, like say, them see people have put wheelchair on coaster bus. They say coaster bus have sitting where you can put out and lift up the wheelchair and put in on the bus. It's what happened to these people. I would like the government to put more emphasis on the inclusion, the inclusivity of the disabled community where these students are concerned. Because I don't think PNP gets it. It is very important to understand how we are evolving and being inclusive of disabled students. That is a very big deal. But all them are ramble and a go on. I talk about coaster bus and taxi and them not included disabled people. And that's why the last program I think I did over here was about how the PNP has turned their back on the disabled community of Jamaica. What is wrong with them? Where is their human compassion? It's really sad. Because it looked like one bad apple is spoiling the whole bunch. Look at the bad apple. The whole bunch not good again. Everybody attack foolishness. And that's why our parents them tell we say now. Be careful of the company you keep. Because swear to God, some things can rub off on people. You may not even realize it. Because the things when me hear come from Damien of all people. Oh God, man. It's like a virus that has spread. It's a shame. Just when you think they will let go of the school bus argument, because the school buses are winning. The rural school bus service, it is winning, and it hasn't even started yet across Jamaica. Now, Damien is not worried about how much routes. They're not listening. But I would urge the government to continue communicating with the people of Jamaica, continue touring so that people get the right information. And then can bring out the kids them September morning come at the bus stop. A quick talk about this real quick, guys.
Mark Bolin, your time has expired. I told you on the 4th of January that you're wrong for trouble me.
All right. So, want to know Sir Lawrence Rowe take the weekend? No, not the weekend, the week, sorry. The whole week of Jamaica, the news cycle was all about Lawrence Rowe.
We want to make sure we...
Sorry about that. There's a concerted effort to provoke Lawrence to wrath. It is as clear as day. You have some look of people who are taunt him and trouble him. And uno say, what them say, the report say in less than a month, this is his second running with the police and arrest and charge. But him one get arrest and charge. The people who trouble him get arrested and charged as well. Right? So trouble for trouble. Them trouble him stand up for himself. Now, it appears that the PNP could be setting on people on Lawrence. Because every time Lawrence go up on the platform, worries in the dance. And them can't manage. So you notice that every time Lawrence take the platform, somebody come trouble him and police get involved. Well, they've come to realize that Lawrence will take the election. Really and truly. We don't care who end up in a parliament. We just know that Lawrence is going to take the election in Central Kingston. I'm not talking at the chat if I lie me, I tell. Lawrence was going to take the election from PNP in a Central Kingston, and they are scared to death. I used to just like how them a walk around the country, a trouble people. Them a block road pan people. Them see motorcade a come, them a run out and a wave flag in the people them face and a put on music. And the people them put on the boom bye bye upon them. For all of you who are just joining, let me just play this back real quick.
Look at the PMP, them blocking the road from the JLPs. Eh? Look at that.
Anytime such a man come, back the boy get up and run. A gunshot name back. You tell him let's go. It's like boom my boy.
Yes, so you can see say everywhere you see the PNP, them a look war with people. At the same thing happened to Lawrence, you know. Them sensing defeat and them realize say, you know, look like McGregor go pull off this. Because really and truly, McGregor come in at the last minute, and the way how him come in, it is a complete and total turn off to the people. You understand? Now, may I just play something real quick with Lawrence talk and say what me have to say. Hear these people.
I know about I know about how a senior member of the PMP who speaks as if he is most righteous than anybody else in this country, been involved with underage girls and how they went at length to cover up their track, including hiring people to intimidate those who the girls confided in. He was protected by the party, and I will not say more this time, but I know that I am marked for that because people in Central Kingston respect me.
Yes, so I hear that now. Now let me just put in my 2 cents here, so, or 3 or 4 cents. When you know, say, Dayton Campbell was reported to the PNP by Karen, say, he been involved in inappropriate dealings with underage girls, right? And throughout that whole process, throughout that whole time of that whole thing, the risers them come down upon Karen. When Karen has said she's been intimidated, the risers them come out of social media and say the girls them this and the girls them that. The same exact thing Lawrence attack now, you know. Same exact thing. The kangaroo business when carry on a court. Same as sue people when cannot sue. People who not even living in the country want to sue. I don't know how that makes sense. But the same intimidation, every single thing when Lawrence just talk is the same exact thing Karen said. The JP where sign the documents them, come under intimidation. Them send undercover police, go intimidate Karen. All kind of something. Someone want to know now if Karen is vindicated because see Lawrence come say the same exact thing. And I see some people in a media house, I call them name, you know. I see some people in a media house that come out now and come ask Lawrence about say if him did report things and so. Right? And one of people will ask Lawrence that. When Uno did get information, said Dayton Campbell was investigated by the FBI. Why me couldn't never report that? And that Uno for tell the people them before I call on the name, you know. When you guys received the call and saw the evidence that the FBI was investigating in the diaspora, Dayton Campbell, why make Uno never reported it? So Uno nobody can go on like say Uno in a media, Uno more self-righteous than Lawrence. I tell Lawrence about say if him did report and him for go and go report. And some I want to me hear talk about Lawrence to get locked up. What Lawrence to get locked up for? Eh? Uno over media, I hear the things them I never. As a matter of fact, I just show when people tell me things and confide in them, me not come ball it out, you know. But uno nobody sit down and play self-righteous cause uno get good information and uno as media had a duty to report to the Jamaican people that the FBI was involved in that investigation, but you chose not to do that. So you do not have any moral authority to be questioning Lawrence about what he reported or should have reported or when supposed to come do. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. Because some only that take bunting their money, you know. So you couldn't talk certain things. You not make me have nothing. Again. Leave the man alone. But I want to know now. The people them way that say Karen a troublemaker and Karen a this and Karen a that. Now that's gonna hear from a farmer Rise United member where say allegedly nastiness go on and then cover it up and intimidate and victimize people. Now the same thing Karen say. So what I say now? I one thing me not like a hypocrisy, you know. And when people talk about politics, You see, me could be a good politician because me can't be a hypocrite. Me can't do it. Me don't know how them do it. Me not really force Lawrence and them something they for come out, come say nothing more. Lawrence and the people them in a war, him will know what to talk and when to talk. But what I am saying is, the people them will come out and carry now who no more want to hear from now. Make a play back or something. Yeah.
I know about how a senior member of the PMP who speaks as if he is most righteous than anybody else in this country been involved with underage girls and how they went at length to cover up their tracks, including hiring people to intimidate those who the girls confided in. He was protected by the party, and I will not say more at this time, but I know that I am marked for that because people in Central Kingston respect me.
Well, Lawrence need to know same don't mark for that. Because you see, anybody kill Lawrence, members say, no, it's not like one time, you know, where them can do them sitting there and get away with it. You have people in the diaspora where they are reporting to the appropriate authorities that Lawrence Rowe life is under threat. So PNP, you say family like you know not have to love Lawrence, you know. What we only need to do is make sure so to protect him, because you say if anything happen to him, me not even gonna talk no more. But nobody feel like someone can kill him so easy. Una send people go taunt him, una send people go terrorize him. What is wrong with you now? Him free to do anything he want to do, you know, because una discard him, una use him. Do much millions of dollars when him spend, una not even have the decency to say, all right, see back some money. Yeah. Not at all. Just dash him away, and then you don't want to try and intimidate him. That's not right. Can't be right. Lawrence need to know say if he want to seek asylum based on political persecution, there are people who will help him. I see him come out public and come say him is marked for death. You no trouble him and see something. You no better protect him, and that's all I'm going to tell you now. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to take some call you now. The phone is locked off for a week. So if I miss any messages, I'm sorry. But wait a minute. Before I do that, guys, remember I said over here, we run ads. I run one ad tonight for one of our subscribers. She is having a party in Clarendon on August 3rd, Sunday, 2025. Forever Young Entertainment in association with Bandu Promotions, Igloo, Pond River, Bikini versus G-String, yes, Alston Bridge in Clarendon, Jamaica. So all of who they in the area, let me just play this real quick, guys.
Bad man she love, bad man she love, bad man she love, bad man she love.
Ladies and gentlemen, lock your calendars for Igloo Pond River. Forever Young Entertainment in association with Bandu Promotions presents Igloo Pond River. This is a Bikini versus G-String edition. That's right, August 3rd, Igloo Pond River.
Location: Alston Bridge behind the old banana house,
Clarendon, Jamaica.
Spalding, Christiana, Mandeville, Silent Hill, Moravia, Trelawney, and Frankfield.
Jamaica no good again. What we say, River Bash for the summer.
Admission: 2,500 pre-sold, 3,000 at the gate.
Ladies, 2 for 1 before 6 p.m. Absolutely no chasers, no ice, and no hubs. Music powered by King Richie Poo from Miami, Florida, DJ Yellow Schoolers, King Harmony Sound System, and Echo One Sound System. Your sexy Pandy River horse lady Lisa Joyce out of Miami, Florida. Stephanie representing Florida, and Shakira Bob City right out of Kingston. Men, bring your queens and leave the machines. Pandy River. This is a Bikini versus G-String edition. That's right. August 3rd. See you, Pandy River. See you, Pandy River.
Yes, guys, me don't know about one, but me love River Party. So all of the people them in that community here, Silent Hill people them, Christiana people them, wanna come out for this. Summer is almost over. So guys, if you don't have any ads or anything, just link up JPU and our phone number over here, and I will take care of it. Choose Jamaica, people. Choose Jamaica. The phone line is open. Here's the number. WhatsApp number. Choose Jamaica. JPU is choosing Jamaica for obvious reasons. Let me make sure the ringer is on. Good night, everybody. So let me ask you a question. While JPU never did a come live stream, what did I do? I'm fasting on the business. What were you guys doing when JPU live stream was not on? Hello, good night. Turn off the background for me, please. Yes, good night.
Good night.
Yes.
Not.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, good night.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I fell out. Yesterday, we got by anatomy. I want me choose Jamaica armband for me hand.
Mm-hmm.
Our man tell me, say, I go chop off me hand.
You too lie.
As a God.
A joke him that make?
I don't think it's a joke.
In my
so
PMP?
Make sure tell him, say, you can't intimidate me.
Oh,
and I same thing then do out there. Out there the clip where you play with the JLP stopping at the road and I play boom bye bye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, out and another be happen.
They ain't not supposed to take them thing there for joke. You know what this matter with that, so?
Yeah, me know him.
Them the serious joke there. So where you say to him? Where you say to him?
Me tell him, when he say to me, say to him, say, yeah, that's no good for. That so no make war. And then no do like say, no do nothing. Then one girl I go say, a joke him make your mommy a joke him make me say, well, me not take you for no joke. Because so no go around and intimidate people.
No, you can't laugh with people when them say them something that to you. You're crazy. So, well, Andy, the motorcade when I see come through there. Who come with a doctor done, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, so so when the motorcade come through and when the JLP people them come through the community, I saw the PMP them confront them all the while.
All the while.
Oh, Jesus.
Especially out of Natabia. Because they not left off of the street out there morning, noon, and night. They just sit on one place. I see him look while my daughter come and tell me, say, up for them office, them and some delivery truck man in an argument down there since there again. Because the office they near the one supermarket also say no, so the delivery truck them will come and park and fill it off good, so maybe you could have park in front of the office and I just hear why them depend.
Oh, be careful until the data for be careful.
Yeah.
Election soon done.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for calling here.
Yeah, man. Take care. Have a blessed night. Continue listening to you right now.
Okay, thanks. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the people them over here. You guys have been so nice and just, I feel the love. From the people them we call publicly or the people them we call privately and write, just to say that they're watching, they're listening, they are supporting the Choose Jamaica movement. Them now support the people that may try to bring down the country. And they're saying, I'm just calling to say I appreciate what you and the others are doing. I appreciate that. It would be kind of weird if, you feel so passionate and so patriotic about your country and, people don't feel the same. And I think a lot of people, them understand and they're gaining more and more understanding the more we advocate and the more we talk. So I feel the love and I just want to say thank you. Hello, good night. Can you please turn down the background?
Karim?
Yes, you're live. Turn on the background.
My background, it was a fan that was making a noise.
Okay. No, I can hear. Whatever device you're using, I can hear you back.
All right.
Oh God, can't hold up the line, When you call, guys, turn down the background so that's doesn't disrupt the thing. Yes, hello.
Guys, turn on the background.
They start echo. Yeah, if you have the background noise down, guys, it's very disruptive. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, you have to turn on the background noise or whatever device you're using. Okay. What are you saying?
I'm saying that
over
the years, as a PMP, I used to, matter of fact, generally, PMP no switch. PMP rather not vote. So can you imagine all these PMP now is jumping ship, leaving the PMP, going over on the JLP side?
You used to be a PMP?
Yeah, man.
When was the last time you voted PMP?
I'm the contractor that talk with you.
Oh, what, my friend? Welcome back. You get your justice.
Of course.
Yes. Missy the work where you do and job well done with the school. So good job. Yes.
Yeah, I am saying it's impossible for the JLP to lose.
So what on they know? Comrade, what on they know? You feel comfortable being called comrade still?
No, sir.
All right, sorry. You have vote election there?
Yes.
And you have vote for the JLP?
I'm gonna choose Jamaica.
So the first you have got vote for JLP?
Yes.
Very first time?
Very, very first time.
Okay.
And I'm 65.
Okay.
Of all these years, I always a comrade. But you see, Bunting and Intim, the risers, them should get a medal because they teach PMP how to really choose them country.
Okay.
And vote for the interests of them country.
That is a very good point, yeah.
And that PMP vote party line because that's been destroying our country all these years. Yeah. And I always say, I think some of us should not have a vote. Because some people don't even know where they vote for.
That is true. So what on they know? Like how you did such a wonderful job on the school, what do you think about the school bus then when you come around here now?
That's the best thing that can ever happen. Let me tell you, those buses, you see, carry parking engines. The backhoe where you see them have a use the same type of engine in the bus. Parking engine that can serve for donkey years without anything, without it being a problem. The next thing, I'm happy that is a bus that they are using, this bus that they are using, and not the coaster.
I was just gonna ask you that. What do you think about the proposal about coaster bus?
That's just like a police vehicle. The new brand police vehicle come, and within months, it's in problem because parts being changed out and old parts take place. Now this bus here, nobody can change no parts out of it to put in a their bus. You understand? Because special parts work in it.
Okay.
And the parts for these bus for these engine is available in Jamaica.
Okay.
You understand? So what they are talking is stupidness. We need a system where nobody can touch them bus there. The parts does not fit anybody else, any other else in transportation.
Okay.
You understand? So I welcome the school bus.
That's good. So may I ask you something? Like how the people them they go tell like you in a parliament, in a senate about money. You and the government in a no money problem. You finish your work and you get your pay, don't
I get my pay, but I have no problem.
Okay.
I have no problem.
That's good. I just thought I would
and I'm
ask
still
you.
getting work.
Okay, that's good. So them never interfere with your livelihood because you come talk out.
No.
Okay.
No. And the whole fact about it is that Jamaica right now is on a road of taking off. Let me tell you something. I don't know if people blind, but the type of investment what we are seeing, creep it in our country. Cause you see, especially since Trump have put tariff on things coming to United States. All those people are heading for the Caribbean. Business people are heading for the Caribbean.
And as a contractor, you must be seeing a lot more or a lot different than the average people then. So share some of that with us. I'm glad you called.
As a contractor, never in the history of Jamaica had we as contractor ever privileged to so much work.
Okay.
Never in the history of my years of PMP have I achieved so much as with this Androller's government. I can't complain.
So you don't have hands for catch work.
I have problem with work, man, and this is where our problem lies.
Okay.
The workforce for trade people is very hard to get your work done because these young guys TikTok and thing, that's where their interests are.
Lord Jesus, but this pose a big threat to the country, you know?
Yes, and that is why when the government said we're going to bring in workers, we as contractors are looking forward, and there's a big disappointment if we don't get it.
Then Jesus, so everybody want fast money?
A fast money. Let me tell you, I go all over Jamaica go work. And actually every country I go, I have to come back at home. Come get workman to go down, rent place up there. Because you know, Kingston is a place where people pay for rent for pay, like the land, all different type of bills. So you will get workman from town. But country people, them don't even, not even one of them person going beg them to go work. They don't even see you.
Oh my gosh.
And these youths that learning trade are the same older head we have to draw for. We hardly have any young youth in learn trade.
But
regardless, heart appear them to come learn trade and not learn anywhere.
But them not understand say the people them who are doing this kind of work, they're still needed. I mean, you're always gonna have people on the internet or whatever, but boy, this definitely poses a threat to productivity in Jamaica. And I'm hoping that the government will swiftly do something about it. I heard they're seriously considering importing people.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Yes. Tradespeople are needed.
Well,
yeah.
I wish you good luck, and I hope that you can find workers to carry out your job.
In the difference is that I do the work myself, so whenever I'm in a bind, I can always fit in and get something done, you know.
Oh, but don't burn out yourself,
it's not
though.
Easy. It's not easy, that's
okay.
You know?
Well, don't burn out, though.
No, man. No. And we are here. We are listening to you, Karen, 411. And we are glad for the political education we're getting from you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, man, because you know, PMP usually work with some pamphlet like Jehovah's Witness. You can't tackle away. All of that change now.
The whole field change, man. The whole field change.
The whole field change. All because of power hungry people.
May I tell you?
Yeah.
Yes, our progress we are dealing with, you know, that's why we have to choose Jamaica. Thank you for calling, though.
So keep up the good work.
Yeah, man, thank you.
All right, cool.
Yes, guys, for those of you who don't know, this is our contractor friend. We're bunting going at the Senate, go tell life on the man, and go tell life on the government. And the man ball out because the man can't risk him business coming into disrepute sake about. You saw them people are wicked? But the man has been vindicated, and Bunting has not apologized, and him still owe the gentleman an apology. And all Jamaicans, how dare you go in the Senate, go tell lie on a Jamaican for political expediency and not acknowledge and apologize? Hello, good night. Oops, sorry, missed that call. Oh, there it goes. Hello, good night.
Yes, not sorry about that. I called early, but I had the other phone on.
Okay.
Yes, I want to say thank you for having me on your program.
You're welcome.
I've been listening to your program for a very small amount of weeks now. I find it very interesting.
Oh, you find out about the program?
I'm a social media person in terms of the YouTube, so I found out based on every time, you know, something about politics, you would pop up beside like George Davis and so, and I just went on it one day and found it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Welcome.
I have 3 quick points I want to make. As a youngster, I call myself a youngster in the politics.
Okay.
Because I am an 80s baby.
Okay.
Right. A lot of people in Jamaica does not know what socialism means. And that is one of the reasons that I cannot support the People's National Party. Socialism has a core belief in it that you must eliminate your opposers. A lot of people don't know that. If you check Cuba is socialism. They do not tolerate opposition. You check China is opposition. They do everything to remove oppositions. Right? Now, the core thing about, let's give them a little history. There was a gentleman who became a very prominent figure in the People's National Party who was implicated in a disturbing find in the 1970s where some explosives were found in a car heading towards Hanover. I don't know if you remember that. Right? The gentleman that died, D.K. Duncan, if you check his history of his political brutality towards Jamaica Labour Party supporters, that goes a far way. Right? Now, if you take Bobby Pickersgill, you always have a liar in the PNP spreading propaganda, giving you false promises and telling you that they will do the world. Bobby Pickersgill said by 2003 we'll be pothole free. Now, do you see any difference between Dayton Campbell and Damon Crawford?
Well, not today.
Right. So they have one strategy that goes right across the board. They have somebody that they believe that the people love, and that person fills you up with the samphire and the lives. All right. Now, I want to ask Jamaica this, and if they are going to not choose Jamaica, why would you not choose Jamaica for what? What are you not choosing Jamaica for? That's the question. I mean, you are going to choose a man who is intimidated to show a simple birth certificate of where he was born?
Well, hopefully after you end the call, the person or persons who will not choose Jamaica will call and say why. We are not
I'm very interested. I would love to hear why they would not choose Jamaica.
Yeah, I want somebody to call, somebody who is not supporting the government. Please call and answer this question. We don't buy it over here, you know. Over here, welcome everybody. Come over here and tell us. Thank you for calling. Here.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, guys, if we don't know anybody with an opinion that is in favor of the opposition leading the government, the next government, invite them over here, man, because we want to talk to them too, you know. Well, I hope they have the courage to call. As I say, I don't buy it over here. The only problem I would have is if somebody call over here and try to tell lies. I don't have no tolerance for that. And I will fact check people if they try to do that. But otherwise, we are mature enough to have civil discourse. So I would love to hear from somebody who is not supporting the government. Hello, good night.
Hey, Nats, what's up?
Good night. What happened?
How are you?
I'm here. How are you?
Long time I don't hear from a friend. You keep the party and you don't tell me. I don't understand.
Just not miss the party election night.
Huh? The all-white party?
No, ma, mister, just make sure you don't miss the party election night. Because party I keep over here.
Yeah, you know me on their own.
Okay. So I'm going.
Well, they hear not so watch the whole program. And I see Damian Crawford put back him foot in their mouth again.
Oh,
because after the teacher them tired and want to go home to them family, he must say them to do 2 more hours. Something can go so.
Lord, you know, so somebody send us something they can give me. Me never look on it good enough. I really saying stuff with you?
Yeah, because I must say I want to implement 2 more hours in a classroom. Nobody don't want that.
Then who I got pay? Who I got pay? Because somebody has to pay for it.
Yeah, somebody have to pay.
Or is it?
Here my 2 pieces are now nuts. As me tell you already, you know, me tell you, say the JLP are going to win the election, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
I see a little man pan the thing here say that big grab are going to lose to Dr. Das.
How is that so?
I don't know him name. Him is a blogger.
Oh.
But let me tell you something. The Jamaica Labour Party now is poised for victory again. And as I said, that if election should call now, I am not coming off my maximum 45.
Okay.
Remember I told you? Told you back in March that the minimum at that time was 41. The minimum. Now it gone to 45.
So hold on then. I don't think I talk to you from the school bus saga start. So where?
Oh yes.
So you think so the school bus and the opposition to the school bus where the PNP are going with might interfere with them picking up any seats or any more than what they have now?
Listen, you see the school bus saga nuts. It has really driven the PNP over the edge. Right? The PNP should never attack the school bus saga. Should never. And they are going to pay for it at the poll because remember, Jamaican people don't like when they mess with things that is beneficial to them.
That's true.
Because you are saying that it cannot work while the Jamaican people accept it. Because you and I know when we going to school back then, people has to be chucking up in taxi, This is the thing that the people is running away from. The taxi where their kids have to encounter all kind of atrocities. And you are saying that you gotta move away from a steady system, a protective system such as a school bus system, and place the kids into the safety of the children into school, into taxi. That's no good. Because people don't want them pick me at a taxi. Them want to know so them pick me can go up on a school bus, and the school bus is well monitored, and them know where them children are gone. And in fact, it's better for the kids because the kids will reach school more earlier. The kids will have time to process their educational stuff, and they will be more relaxed. And look here, let me tell you. I don't know when the election is, but I can tell you, the election not calling in August.
Omek.
No. The school bus system is gonna roll out first.
Then you know your Damien say if they roll it out, them are gonna lose. Hey.
Say that again.
You know hear Damien Crawford say if they call the election after the school bus roll out, they're going to lose. That's what he said.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the PNP always talk. They're full of talk and have no backing around that. Because how is it that the government is going to lose when the school bus is going to be there as evident? When the school bus roll out, and the government present him achievements over the years and say, look here, see it here, that will also swing voters, my friend.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that. So don't look for an election call in August. Andrew Holness know what he's doing. He's a very strategical prime minister.
So you think we're going to get one September election? How will people birthday September,
Yes, I think the election is going to call in September, right after school open.
Okay. All right.
Because the PNP has lost it.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you a little piece before I leave. I'm not going to be long with you because other people need to call. Mark my word. There's 5 seats that is very much close to call now. But I can give you 3 quick off, man. Oma Davis in South St. James, Danny Lawrence in Eastern Westmoreland, and Tamika Davis in Western Hanover. Note briefly, if an election night, any one of these 3 that I call win their seat, it's very close to call now. Any one out of the 3 win. Remember me tell you, JLP is going close to 50. That is my team. Big Robin St. Catherine. Big Robin St. Catherine is a secret weapon. He's going to retain his seat. And he's going to win more than the amount that he has won in 2020. In closing, the JLP is now more popular than in 2020. Have a good night.
Thank you for calling.
Stay safe with you and your family.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Guys, I know me hear somebody say Tamika Davis because he mentioned it. Them say that Tamika Davis is going to get the biggest margin of victory in Jamaica. Member of Parliament Tamika Davis. Let me take this call. Hello, good night.
Night, sister Nat.
Good night. Welcome, man of God. Turn on the background for me, please.
Yeah, me lock it off.
How are you?
Greetings to everybody on the station. Glad to have you back. Hope you get some rest.
Yes.
Let me say something to you, Karen and Michelle 411 and all the other team there. Me tell you, say God have on back and him actually not only watching you, but he has called you ladies as leaders. And there is a heavy anointing on you folks that not even plenty church people don't have it. I mean, I lie, I tell you that. Natalie, God Almighty, the judgment that is taking the PNP. Remember when I call you in January, just after them deal with Lawrence Rowe, and I prayed the first prayer with you on the radio and tell them plead the blood and just read a psalm. You know, realize that everything is turning over on the PNP. As they open their mouth, they're getting judged, Natalie.
True.
As they open their mouth,
and it'll come quick and fast. Quick and fast. What you just say the man tell you about Oma Davis and the lady in Hanover. He's correct. I told you that the two men are going to win. As a matter of fact, look for Manchester sweep by the JLP. Me I tell you that. Over 50 seats go straight to the JLP. Because you see this bus system with the children, Natalie?
Yeah.
The Lord said, this is, if you look at what is happening, 1.5 in 2016 was the kicker that turned the PMP upside down. Okay? And the JLP won. This bus system is double the effect of 1.5. That's what is happening. The bus system, Natalie, the rural bus system is double the effect of 1.5. You see, all who depend on the fence, just like the man said. No election now calling in August. That a call after September bus rollout. So make Damian Crawford run off him up because he won't have a seat in Parliament. Because all who speak out against this, remember, just as you rightly tell them, and I hope Mr. Morgan and the JLP is listening, put up the disabled people them, children them, and everybody, because this is the bus we've been waiting and crying out to God for the disabled community. Me personally, I've been praying for this over 30 years. Our 30 years, me I pray for this, Natalie. So there's absolutely no way that this is not going to sweep Jamaica. And that's what is mad in the PMP. Them going to get bus after bus after bus after bus. While you and the ladies, them give them what? Truth after truth after truth after truth. And them can't deal with it. But telling up Babylon the Great is falling. And Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell, you don't see what's happening, Natalie. And then you got court with Karen and Michelle. Well, see when the vindication I come there. See Lawrence Rowe on a ticket. You know what I gotta do?
Where's you pray for Lawrence, right?
Lawrence Rowe, man, I gotta pray for you. No weapon formed against you can prosper. And none of them will mark you for death. Them are dead before you dead. Mark the word for come from the Lord. I know for bind death, I'm bind it all for you. Everyone that seek to destroy you, they will go down before you. Your breath come out of your body. That not happen. Because your life is literally purge and turn over by God, just as how God turn over Karen Cross. You know your Karen Cross testimony. Me tell you, say Karen make me cry now. Because of years, me I pray for this in Natalie.
So hold on.
30 years I've been interceding for this type of change. I know people don't know what has hit them. Them walk up here, them walk evil. Let me tell you what happened. Babylon the Great is falling. God remove the bondage from people's eyes and their minds, and people's eyes, spiritual eyes are open. Remember what you keep telling people? This is a spiritual warfare. Remember all the way you tell the people, Natalie, and you talk it out of your own mouth. You never know, say, got a chat straight through your mouth on the radio station where you have your. This beat all of the radio station them. And that's why they're vexed with you. Let them stay the vexed. God put you for lead, no follow.
True.
God put current for lead, no follow. God put 401 for lead, no follow. God put the men them where speak out, the Vegases and the others protecting Jamaica who are talk truth and stand up for Jamaica to speak. And now is the time to speak. Make Jamaica Council of Churches and those who have their hand in iniquity and those who speak evil, as somebody rightly said, anybody will have sense and come out and say them a push for PMP. They are evil in their heart, and I'm not afraid to say anybody who go against this bus system for these children, they are wicked people. You hear me say, Natalie?
Sure.
One final thing. You talk about the food in the hospital, them. Remember, say hospital me in a quite some time. Natalie, let me say this before we go. 2022, when I was admitted in the hospital for 1 month, the food in a Maypen nice, but me couldn't eat it because me couldn't eat for 2 weeks. And when they put me on the food, because I had bowel problem, it gave me problem, not from their food, but because of what I was going through.
Okay.
You see, yes. So the food is immaculate. You see, in a November when we go back in the hospital for the 2 weeks, hospital food, miniam, soup, name it, food, everything, porridge, name it, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Every God Almighty thing was good and continued to be good in the hospital.
Me say the way the people them talk about the hospital, boy, I mean I know them do it.
You see, you have a set of people who get up and say the whole Jamaica burned down, and it's a lie. It's a lie. We don't say we don't have problem, Natalie. Don't say we don't have problem. But for you to get up and tell me that this hospital system is worse than 2015, a lie you tell. A lie the person tell.
Then look on all of the clinic them when it closed across Jamaica in the 90s. Enough of them are open up but now and refurbish, you know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look at the police stations. Sometimes you used to see the police, some of them were dropped through the old water and sewer run at the place. You know how much me cry? Me say, well, me would have never turn police or my picnic go turn the police. You mad? But now everybody want to turn police because police pays decent and good and they're in a proper environment. And to God be the glory to get it can't get worse, it will get better. We don't want the man we are dig out in bottom to come lead us. Sorry. Enjoy your life.
Send us a prayer. Send us a prayer.
Yes, man, I'll send you a prayer, man. No
all
worry.
right, thank you.
You have 20 campaigners, so I have to back you and Karen and the rest of them.
Yeah.
We so fix up on prayers and come for you.
All right, thank you.
All right, bless you. Heal up everybody. Bless you, everybody.
Oh, Jesus of mercy. Ooh. Guys, tomorrow night, I'm going to be talking with Karen on 411. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, welcome.
Yes, yes, good night again. And, you know, I love to listen to this program.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask man of God, what do you think about the pastors that are saying that Andrew is evil and the most worst things you can ever think of?
Which pastor said that?
I know one who just wants walking your same day. In dead tomorrow,
Oh.
myself in MKI.
Okay.
I will celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you something. The man of God is right because God has been showing the Andrew boldness for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The last election, when God showed me before the election that he was going to win, I saw him coming out of a poster bus down by Kirkland.
Hold on a second. It sounds like your hand is covering up your microphone.
Oh, sorry about that. And let me tell you, when I saw him coming out of the bus, he was acting kind of weird. And I turned to the Lord and I said, why is he acting so weird? Why is he acting like a nerd? And there was Joan Hutchison, I know that actor. She was with him and she was acting the same. And I said, why are they acting like that? And the Lord said to me, yes, he is to confuse them. And he is going to confuse them. So at that time, I said, what? He said, yes. At that time, I realized that he was going to win the election, and he's saying to me that he is going to confuse them. And he is to confuse them. I remember me tell you, when after the parish council election, and I saw him coming out of the supermarket, he looked so down, tired and dragged. And the Lord said, but tell him, for show off that, because he has a general election to win. So when he tell me that, I look around and say, really? Him say, yes. If it's to get up and go now, he has an election to win. So let me tell you, when you hear people, when people see me post out and all and talk about Andrew Owens are the next David. And it gave that for Jamaica. And you notice Me are watching in a left God no far, nowhere. Him a pulling God now and me try to text listen to tell him no left God. Make God stay with him.
Him mother
Make
pray
God
for him.
stay with him at all time.
Him mother pray hard for him because me tell you something. I don't know nobody in the face of this earth we could have survived all of the things that PNP do to this man. And other, yes, anybody where see survive the wickedness of PNP do, especially over the last 5 years, I saw serious spiritual people them, you know.
I tell you, man, we have to pray for this man.
I pray I carry him.
I remember me tell you, say, he is, I don't say I'm not tired, you know, but God will give him strength to move through each day, and he might give him something each time, closer and closer to the election. He's always getting something new to work with in favor of the people. Then.
Time I work hard.
The next thing him say about you girls, and it's so true. God have to send somebody to help. God have to send somebody to help him. And you ladies, if you realize, you know, when it come on to the slogan about Jamaica, put Jamaica, vote for Jamaica or something like that, or the slogan go again.
Choose Jamaica.
Jamaica first or something. A true fear program every minute to talk, because remember it never start out at the beginning now. Choose Jamaica, you know.
Me know.
Uno and Vegas and the whole thing that was happening now. Vegas I said, listen, we're going to choose Jamaica, and Uno I said, we're going to choose Jamaica. This choose Jamaica come.
At the right slogan.
When them are putting time come for choose Jamaica. Jamaica come after the hit.
True. And me hear my big up a YouTuber them, you know, a couple of days ago. Him say my big up the YouTube. Him can't call nobody name.
Nice. Can you imagine a Jamaica with every youth? I hear the man I tell you say he's having problem getting workers.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a Jamaica with all youths online in a social media, TikTok, and them something there, scamming and them something there, and nobody learning skills or doing anything? Can you imagine a Jamaica like that?
That's why I said Jamaica has the potential. Once we get the crime under control, Jamaica has the potential to be the next Singapore, because all we have to do is start deal with productivity in the country. Once we get the crime under control, and we're gonna lead. If the Prime Minister and the government have to bring in people for come, bring in skilled people, then I just that I forgot go on. All I want to get skilled, them going to get leave behind.
You are so right, my dear. Because Jamaica long time should have turned Singapore.
For sure.
Long time, but because of this embedded Michael Manleyism and PMPism, that Jamaican eyes the other scale over the eyes, and it is trying to fall from the eyes, and gotta show themselves, listen, uno keep on progress from our country. How can we be voting in people? One side come and fix it, the other side tear it down.
Can't work so. Can't work so. But I thank you for calling. Let me just get a couple more calls in. Thank you. Guys, you see the caller just look a while is saying that Andrew Holness is the David, right? Just a couple of days ago, see me and David there one museum. This is one of the most impactful sculptures ever created. David, from the biblical story of David and Goliath. So, want to see how the university? Let us take this call. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Good night, JPU.
Yes, good night.
Help yourself and welcome back, my good friend.
Thank you.
And let me big up all your listeners and callers.
Yes, this is
Naturally,
Senator
I was at the Well, go on. It's Marlon Morgan here.
Mm-hmm.
I see some people are asking and chatting for me. Now, as we Bling Dog said some time ago, if I know me a who. Anyway, just to be clear, last Saturday, I there some first. Fantan Moja perform. Draft one time hit song. I bust a million Blanca some fest. Stronger by Fantan Moja. But you bring it up and play it at some point. When the boss say they're wishing for me to fall, but Jah is gonna make me stronger. The Prime Minister came to my mind. And at that way I tell all of the folks who would want to have ill will and ill intent in relation to a man who means Jamaica well and has been performing and delivering for Jamaica. I just want to make a quick intervention, Natalie, and bring the listeners' attention to something quickly. One of the things you can detect when your opponent is under immense pressure are the kinds of attacks they choose to go for. The PNP has a very weak hand right now. They are desperate. When you hear them complaining about crash spots, that is what they've been reduced to, you know. Michael Phillips has taken to the political platform to make mention that the government need to have more presence, police need to have more presence at crash spots. Not that that's a bad thing, you know, but listen to what they have been reduced to in terms of lines of attack. So crash spots, you hear them talking now about Natalie Nita Garvey, talking about the state of cemeteries, when in truth and in fact, cemeteries are a matter for the municipal corporations, not central government per se.
That's right.
And the PNP has about 5 or 6 of the municipal authorities, including the Portmore Municipal Corporation, that they control. They have Hanover, Westmoreland, Manchester, the KCMC, St. Mary, and as I said before, Portmore. Those are 6 authorities. So if they're going to make a point about the state of cemeteries with them desperate self, even trying to use dead people and duppy to make points, yes, it shows you how weak their hand is. Also, one of the more recent ones now being, they're complaining about the government placing content on traditional media. In other words, adverts. The truth of the matter is that, and I'm not detaining you on the program, but just a quick punch. The truth of the matter is that this government is a performing government. And this government recognizes that notwithstanding its performance and achievements, it is always important to inform the public, to engage in public education. Stalwarts like yourself, patriots like yourself do so using your respective platforms, and the government does so using a myriad of platforms, including traditional media and social media. So when the government has an advert, whether on Nationwide or RGR, it is in a bid to address some of the knowledge gaps in the society and to inform the Jamaican people. And we don't take any issue with the fact that the PNP never, never had anything to inform the people about. That's a for them business, because when they were there, their performance was very economical and minuscule, such that they never have to come to the people and communicate. We have a bag of things, a crocus bag of things to communicate to the people, and communicating and informing the people. We shall. So they will see bus after bus after bus and ads after ads after ads, because the government was elected by the people to perform for the people. And we have been delivering in that regard, and we are unapologetic about communicating to the people, because if we do not do that, Natalie, you will have more people doing what those people did at Hero Circle. Man take up themselves and go Hero Circle, and because of their ignorance and knowledge deficit, them never know where them are go Hero Circle for. So just leaving the Fantan Mojo with the PNP. Their wish is for me to fall, but Jah is gonna make me stronger.
So
that is it.
Senator, wait there. This rural school bus rollout was going.
I mean the school bus like the PNP Molly Gripe and Fluxy complaint?
Yes, it's just a whole heap of talking point coming from the PNP, and they don't seem to be backing down off these points. I know that as a member of the JLP and so forth, you are going to see it like, most JLP members will, which is that it will harm them. But how much do you think it will harm them? Since, because clearly, if them it feel like it will harm them, they would have stopped talking about it, not so?
There you go. So just to be clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
The business of a comprehensive rural school bus system is something that, like so many other things in Jamaica, has long eluded us in this country. In other words, a long time we were not talking about this, and no government has ever gotten us to the point where we are at now. Yes? Now, just like the hydroplanes irrigation system as well, that is something that was being talked about from the 1970s, and it has now fallen to this government. Ground has been broken in that regard, and we're getting it done. But just to come to refocus on the school bus issue, we have had challenges in this country where children have been crammed into, for example, or other public transportation vehicles. They have been overloaded. And of course, as a result, we have had accidents in some instances, unfortunately, and we have seen loss of life. I believe December 2024, which saw a robot taxi operator over in Clarendon, getting into a crash such that it took the lives of some kids, in particular from the Lennon High School in Clarendon. I think that was the line in the sand that the transport minister made a determination, Natalie and listeners and viewers, that, listen, we cannot afford to go into another September morning without at least commencing a rural school bus system. It is something that people like Mike Henry has spoken about over many years, and a number of other rural MPs. We simply did not get it done, and we are now getting it done as a country, and I think it is something of which all Jamaicans should be proud, and we should be hawking up the initiative as opposed to engaging in what Bunting seeks to do, which is to speak down and frown on the initiative, trying to fool people because his kids would never take a school bus system in the first place anyway. So this is a long-standing issue. We're happy with where we are. Of course, we would have wanted to have many more buses and absolutely new buses. But the truth of the matter is that we will not do what the PNP wants in terms of the PNP naturally is seeking to make the best the enemy of the good. In other words, they're seeking to make perfection the enemy of the good. The school buses are not new buses, but they are buses with on average 80% of their mechanical life left. So this argument about old buses and the suggestion that the buses are dilapidated and will be ineffective is a lie from the pit of hell, and we mash down that lie. And you will recall, Natalie, who Ryan Simpson said is from the bottom of the pit.
Cheese and peas. So boy, it look, me don't know. If them not sick, and me see it, but me just want to know if I may alone see. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry about that. I was just saying, if them not sick.
You recall very well who Ryan Smith said is from the bottom of the pit, right?
Yes, I do.
Such man, a man named Layton.
Yes. But if them not say by now, say this school bus thing here, it is so appreciated by the people of rural Jamaica. When you really think about and calculate the amount of money that is going to be saved by parents, first of all, and they just continue doubling down. I mean, I understand if some self-defeating strategy them depend. I not understand it, but
because I'll share something with you. Some years ago, it's Carson that I learned a particular perspective from. He said, if you ever find yourself in a hole, the first thing you must do is stop digging.
Yeah.
What is happening with the PNP is that in many instances, when they find themselves in trouble or in a hole, instead of just stop digging, they double down and they choose to be wrong and strong. Okay. And when you saw Dayton yesterday, telling the person in the audience to catch, the idea is that these guys are very arrogant, and what Jamaicans should appreciate is that if they are this arrogant in opposition, can you imagine if Jamaica were to afford these guys an opportunity to form government? They saw and heard what Miranda Wellington said, And they came with a very arrogant response. They chose to be wrong and strong. They saw and heard what Heather Miller said over in Western Hanover about whose switch are going to end up in a ditch, and about she have her man them. Which man them she referring to? What kind of talk is that to be emanating from a political platform? So these people are just desperate. They are despicable. And they don't mean Jamaica any good. They are very arrogant. And if they are this arrogant in opposition, can you imagine what it would be like in this country if these guys were to have their hands on power?
All right, well.
You spoke with the contractor a while ago. That contractor had not had a word of apology from Peter Bunting. The man has been paid. What Peter Bunting did was to mislead and disparage the ministry and the contractor himself with respect to his false, misleading, and erroneous remarks in the Senate some months ago. And up to now, you have not had a word of retraction or apology from him. They're a disgusting bunch. And that's why Fantan Moja's hit song, Stronger, resonated with me Saturday night. Me shoot down the whole of some fest in terms of blanks.
All right.
Anyway, more.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Cool.
That was our Senator Marlon Morgan. Guys, what the Senator just said about how Dayton Campbell responded to that man in the audience. I don't know how many of you picked up on that, but it's a very telling thing. Remember, you are applying to be hired by the Jamaican people. So therefore, if the people have a problem with or want to engage you as you are trying to put something to them, you don't blow them off. You don't ignore them. You listen. What did you say? You ask question. You try to see, what they must say about what you are saying. That's why I'm say anybody will know the man in the audience. Tell the man say I want to talk to him and invite him over here. Let me just play back the video. Watch a man here.
We want to make sure we send the child to school for you. And when they reach up at school, we are going to give them one warm, hot, nutritious meal. Me not talk about bun and bulla. Me not talk about ground provision. Hold on. And how we are going to do that? How we are going to do that? Brownstown is education capital. You've heard that several times. Your council will have to tell us how many needy students they have and what they're offering. Hilda's will tell us. Brownstown I will tell us. Brownstown Primary will tell us. Servite will tell us. Lower Buxton will tell us. Meros will tell us. And when they tell us, we are going to send the farmers, go out there and produce the 500-pounder Irish, produce the 600-pounder pumpkin, the 300-pounder callaloo, and we are going to spend the money with the local farmers in the communities. Catch.
On a year. Good night, West Kingston. Big up yourself. What you answer now? Yeah, you're live. What go on?
I want yang that, you know.
Who that?
That what chatter yang, you don't know yang by go make nice.
Okay.
I yang that. Yang that man. He does a yang, because now we didn't see that yang there. Mr. Natal, you see, 2016 when Prime Minister Andrew Wallace come with this 1.5, that kill them, you know.
So
I know you see them boss here. Them are boss here double up that man. So you imagine what happened to them.
So you really feel that the boss have done them?
I mean that the boss have done them. You know how much poor people glad for this boss here. $100 a day if send them to the school, no matter when they take the bus go come. 50 come, Natalie. When you Natalie, man. We now listen to them yang to them in there, you know, Natalie. I run the YouTube and I say me see up on the program and thing. When me look, me running a thing them that Portmore, Mark Walling and Raymond Price. If they have 2,000 people, they have enough.
A lie.
And then say they won't keep me in 6 o'clock. And know that they can't keep, because the code there, see there today, come here, they embarrassed.
What could I cause that?
Mr. Chaka and I want one back at when in talk, the meeting done and in gone, and then what I do meeting tonight. All of them look meet where you see them at keep, you know, and people nobody watch them and then go, because they carry the whole 14 parish anywhere in there. I saw them joke crowd, you know.
So what on they know? Like how you said the school bus are gonna kill them. What go happen in Kingston? Because the school bus them are only in a rural Jamaica. So what Kingston are gonna do?
Look here, you got a bus who are going up in a garden town and them place, up
St.
in a
Andrew.
Stone Hill.
Kingston me a talk about. Yeah man, Kingston.
Someone there in Kingston to man.
No, that's not what I heard. I heard that it's gonna be just in rural Jamaica. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard it's just gonna be rural Jamaica, every parish except Kingston. So may I say no, like how the bus them are gonna be, you know, a strong point. It appears so that the buses are gonna be a strong point for the government in a rural Jamaica. The part them where the bus them now go there, how it go?
Suppose you come back and go down. Hey, Natalie, more you get fast for the program anymore.
Call him back? All right, I will. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, well,
get him back up to 690 in the pan clip use. Get him back.
Okay. All right. Well, let me set the other call here. Thank you for calling, yeah?
Yeah.
Big up West Kingston every time. You're live, caller. Did you want to be live? No. Oh, okay. All right. I'll call you back. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night.
Yes, welcome. You're live.
Hi, well, I was turn on the reader. Hi, good night. Natalie, thanks for taking my call again.
You're welcome.
Just two things I wanted to point it out. I think I was watching one of your, was it either a reel or a short video where you said something about you know, poor people are the quickest to sell out.
That's true, man.
Yeah, man, it's so true. You know, even look at the Lawrence Rowe situation. You have a man that is from your constituency. When you know him, born there, him go to the same struggles, living in the same, you know, type of conditions you people are living in. And this man wanted to represent you people. And he was done bad by the party. And this is, you know, you're so quick to turn on your own than to stand with your own.
That's what some people say.
So how can you ever expect people to elevate from this type of situation? You just seem to me them just comfortable being poor and being taken granted for.
Luckily, just a handful of them are behave that way. I think majority of the people them, no matter what color they wear in this central Kingston, you know, them see what was done wrong. And I think they're standing on the right side.
Yeah. And going back to the same poor people, like when you look at certain constituencies like the Westmoreland, the Hanover, even the central Kingston, these constituencies were represented by a particular party for years. And I'm just can't understand how all of a sudden now, not to say, yes, you need the proper infrastructure, you need the road, you need the water, you need this, but it's like we never need them something before. The little time the JLP just get to control these constituencies, you cannot expect 4 years to correct 30 odd years of neglect.
People, some you have to understand to say, while I agree with what you're saying, you know, people just become so impatient with bad representation that sometimes even the good stuff for the bad, you know. Me I talk about the MP that might just come in for one term. You understand? Them not do what the people them want fast enough, and therefore they can suffer because of the decades of neglect that, you know, was there long before them. People
I
grow
do
weary,
understand.
man.
I do understand. It takes time. But if you can really, truly, and look and say, all right, see there, probably up the road, I get like attention. Round this, I get like attention. Probably my time will come. But you cannot just, you were supporting one party for how long, and you never even there was no representation at all in your area, and you're seeing it. Like, you need to, why would you want to go back to the 30 years of neglect and people who were not doing anything at all?
Well, that is why this election is really going to show us the intelligence or lack thereof of the Jamaican voters. For example, you see Westmoreland, if one PNP get elected to go to parliament in Westmoreland, then you're going to see the people them no want nothing good. Because
Exactly.
man will lose them seat, two of them down there, one with them vote out already, versus the ones who just came and truthfully are trying to do some work. So make we look down at Westmoreland and see what them really are going to do.
Exactly. And if these people had any dignity or any class or, boy, I don't know, not don't talking on anyone, but we need to be more assertive. We need to hold people accountable. There's no way you can leave as 5-star boss from Western Westmoreland vying to come to Trelawney to present. What can he present? If you look, it is sad to say, look at this. Look at where Peter Phillips was, and Peter Phillips have been there for years. Can you hear anything Peter Phillips can say? Oh, before he left, or even hand over the constituency to Dennis Garden, this was my legacy. This was what I built. This was what I did for the constituency.
That's another one to watch between Westmoreland, the entire parish, down at Trelawney, where Wickham McNeil gone. Dr. Phillips is constant. Boy, I don't know. You want to predict anything for the upcoming election?
Boy, it's difficult to predict because, as we said, sometimes Jamaicans are very emotional, and sometimes Jamaicans vote on things that they don't even know what they're voting on. Sometimes they're not even getting representation from their PNP representative, and they're blaming the government for that. So it's very difficult. But I can honestly say I think the Jamaica Labour Party will win the election. It's just that I'm not sure by what margin, because honestly, if this election, as Andrew even rightfully said, if this election was really by performance, by infrastructure development, there's no argument.
So you feel like the JLP work good?
No argument.
You feel like the JLP work good over the last 5 years?
Yeah, man. Of course. Of course. I want most public sector workers to take out them pay slip before 2016 and compare it now. Look at it. The other day, the private pharmacists are having issues because they can't retain people in the private sector. They're going back to government, and then people said nothing now go on. The other day, prep school was in problem because they're losing teachers to public system, but yet them said nothing now go on. These people are lying. They're disingenuous, and even some of the same public sector workers, they're very disingenuous.
Everything politics, everything them
when last I see nurse at demonstrate, I work in the field, so I know.
Long time. So what do you think the young people them will come down in the election?
I think the young people, you have different sets of young people. You have some of them who just still blindsided or brainwashed by some of the elders. You have some of them who it's sad to say them just want handouts and a free life, but then you have the educated one who see and know what is going on. So I think a lot of young people will be voting along. They'll be choosing Jamaica.
Okay.
But one thing I want you to find out for me, and I think for many persons in diaspora, in terms of even voting, they had the new voter IDs. What if persons never get those new voter IDs? Are they still eligible to vote? Because I remember the last local government election, I went down, I wasn't on the new ID, I never got the new ID, but they still allowed persons to vote.
All right. Well, the senator may still be in the chat. Maybe he will say something. Just look in the chat. If not, if nobody no answer, I will try to get an answer for you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, man. Consider it a good work.
Mm-hmm. I am inviting. I'm supposed to have some people come over here next week. Supposed to have about 2 MP come over here next week. But may I invite everybody? So the senator answer here. Once you are on the voters list, you are eligible to vote. Hello, good night.
Once you are...
Can you please turn down the background for me?
I was listening to you. No, I just quickly want to say something. Do we know how important this election is to Jamaica?
I do.
Let me inform the person out there who don't understand something. For the government to pass any law that will benefit the country, there needs a 2/3 majority. Now, let us calculate the 2/3 majority. 1/3 of 63 is 21. So if the PNP wins 21 seats, Jamaica is in trouble.
Lord jeez.
You think about it. If they win 22, we as the government would have to depend on a PNP to support the policy.
True.
For it to be passed.
True.
So, for Jamaicans, we are just running around talking about development and choosing Jamaica. I think the Jamaica Labour Party needs to go to certain intricate details to educate Jamaicans on what really is at stake.
In other words,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just saying, in other words, you are promoting a get out the vote campaign to make every single voter exercise their right.
Yes, because it is not a win for Jamaica enough if the Jamaica Labour Party get 35 seats. You realize that?
Mm.
We need 43 seats or more.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the PNP wins 22 seats or 21 seats, we are in power. Because all they're going to do is not support a policy.
Obstruction.
And it takes forever to be passed.
Yeah.
And if the laws are not there, the development of the country cannot progress.
And the thing too is that this set of PNP people, because you're making a very good point, this set of PNP people, they do not understand the importance of consensus. They want to burn down, flatten the country to control it. I mean, I understand it. Because you've had previous PNP oppositions and them don't operate like that. Because if them did operate like that, or anybody before them people here did operate like that, we would not have a stable economy. We wouldn't be able to bring down our debt and all of them. So, but you see, them people where you see, Jamaica people, them better be very afraid because them are arsonists, Them want to burn down the country to control it.
All right, I'll make a quick point. I, as a youngster, my mother used to work at the BITU in Hanover.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when elections called, they send message to my mother, especially must not come to work. So we are dealing with a diabolical, wicked set of person. That is my contribution. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Good night. Mm-hmm. Also, I brought this up over here the other night. I'm going to bring it up again.
Hello, good night.
Oh, God, hold on there. Sorry. Yeah. Election day. The people them who are going to be at work. You have a good amount of Jamaicans who are there at work that day. Then. What the government have to say to those people who are going to be at work? What is the plan of the government informing people that everybody should get out and exercise their vote. And for those who are going to be at work that day, what should they do? These are things that should be talked about, guys. Election day. Oh, we plan to get out everybody to vote. The people them wanna have nothing to do. They sit down on the street side. They'll be there to vote. And no doubt about that. The ones them will show up at protest when I know what them are going to protest about. They not nothing else to do. So rest assured they're going to see them. But what about the productive people who are going to be on their jobs? We need to be talking about this. No employer cannot stop you from vote. That is true. But suppose you have 10 employees on election day. The 10 of them want to go vote. How that going to work? All them sitting there for talk about. Let me take this last call, guys. Hello, good night. Turn on the background for me, please. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, man. I just want to correct something that the previous caller just said. You don't need 2/3 majority to pass laws in Jamaica. You need 2/3 majority if you are passing entrenched constitutional matters. That's where you need a 2/3 majority.
Mm-hmm.
But for simple laws, you don't need no 2/3 majority. Right?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, in the budget, pass the budget, as long as you have a majority, the budget gets passed. You don't need a 2/3. Otherwise, when Bruce did win with 1 seat, him couldn't have done nothing. Right? So that is not true. The government is able to operate as long as if they have 63 seats, so it's 32. As long as the government wins 32 seats, they are able to govern. What they can't do, or where they need consensus, is when you get to entrench things in the Constitution. If you want to make a law or change a law that is entrenched in the Constitution, then we need to get 2/3 majority in both houses of Parliament. And even if you have a 2/3 in the lower house, the way the Senate is set up, you need at least 1 opposition. And that is why, for instance, in the previous thing that just gone, where the government was trying to get the constitutional reform, because none of the PNP people would go against their party, then it then it couldn't go anywhere, because you need at least 1 senator on the opposition bench to support a matter for you to get 2/3. Because at 13 to 8, you need at least 1 of them to think. So that is where, and that obtains even if you have 60 seats in government, in the lower house. This is why I often say and that in the past, the media and what have you in Jamaica demonized Mr. Siaga. And you would think that he was Jamaica's biggest demon, while a Michael Manley, for instance, was seen as the prince. But if you look at history, Siaga had the opportunity to rewrite the Constitution where he would never have lost power. He had all 60 seats and could appoint all 21 senators, sorry. Right? So he could have, and he was the first prime minister when he got in 83, the entire government. He appointed independent senators, 8 independent senators, to buffer his own power. Right? Can you imagine if the present people them that is going on, like Viarigo now, had that power? You think they would have appointed 8 independent senators?
So what do you think is going to... you sound like a JLP supporter, right? Or voter?
I'm partial to them.
No.
I am partial to them.
Okay, and that's fine.
After the, what was it? At the 2003 elections when Mr. Omar Davies, Dr. Davies, said that him run with it. Now that him win, him going to go try to figure it out. After that, I say can't go down that road.
Okay. Well, I ask you that just because.
No, as it is now, from what I am seeing, this is where the slogan that they had in 2003 is can't stop the progress. Well, right now, my thing is we can't stop the progress because we are seeing true progress going on in the country right now. And as the gentleman a while ago just said, and I don't think this is one of the things I'm faulting the government for, right? Because every day I hear people coming and talking about the politicians get how much a percent pay. But if these people go on the Ministry of Finance website, there are several categories of workers in the public sector that for 3 consecutive years got more than 200% increase in their pay. Right? You go and look on the thing. There is no public sector worker today that is worse off in terms of their pay than they were in 2016. Right? If you so everybody is focused only on the 63 members of parliament. And I hear even the opposition people them talking about all the government take what have you, but none of them has refused it. None of them refused it, you know. But all them didn't get it. It's only the government members get it, and they are not enjoying it too.
The one them we attack are the one them who lose them seat, you know, because them can't get it.
Then the other thing as it pertains to and another thing that the government has not done a good job in explaining when it comes to the government pay. Government the ministers, the permanent the MPs, the ministers' pays is directly pegged to the permanent secretary's pay. So there's a thing where it says, for instance, and I don't know the exact figure, but like they said, if the permanent secretaries get $1 million, then the minister must get say $1,000 more. So then they would get $1,000,001, just for argument's sake. So if you then increase, because that is the thing, you know, they increase the permanent secretary's pay, you're automatically now going to have to increase, because remember, they rationalize the entire public sector, which meant that the permanent secretaries all got the same level of increase. And it is those increases. You could not go and increase the permanent secretaries and then the minister who you would say have like chairman rights over the ministry is worse off than the person that is reporting to them. Are directing thing when they set the policy they give to execute. That wouldn't make any sense. So and then now the ordinary member of parliament gets a percentage of what the ministers get. So all of these things were pegged to what was done for like the permanent secretaries and things in the government. But I don't think that because the government seems to be afraid to talk about the money because of the increase that they get. They don't want people to feel upset. But the truth is the entire public sector got significant increases. Judges, where you call it, at all levels, right? Principals, teachers, nurses, all of them got significant increases. They may not have all gotten at the same percentage, but if you go on the Ministry of Finance and look up the document, there is not one of them. I work in the public sector all of my private sector all of my life, and I have never gotten them the level of increase what the public sector have got. And as the gentleman a while ago just said, think about it, Nats. When have you ever heard people that left private sector job to go in a public sector?
That is true.
The private sector pharmacies are ball. So they cannot find pharmacists because all of the pharmacists graduate them have to work in a public sector. Because they are being paid. So they are saying the public sector is pushing them out of business.
Mm-hmm. They might forgot to do something though.
When in Jamaica you ever hear that?
Yeah, that's true. But they have to do something soon about that.
Prep school are losing teachers. Normally it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Public sector teachers are run our prep school. Now it's prep school teachers are run our public sector because of what Nigel Clark did.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the government is doing enough in educating and spreading that part of the message that where the public sector today is years. When I went to school, a few little teacher used to say I drive car.
Not
if you go to more school now, you think a car mat and all second hand them a drive either.
My principal used to walk in the 90s.
New Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Well, the communication person for the government is over here, so hopefully he hears you.
No, I want Mr. Morgan there because I don't think they are educating and putting that part of the message.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting us know.
All right,
and thank you for calling. Yeah. All right, guys. That was the last call for the night, but you're making some good points there. And I agree that, people are shying away. The MPs, the only person whom I really see spoke extensively and truthfully, unabashed, about the salary, Lisa Anna. As she make Jamaica know, see how much decades them never get no raise for. As she the only member of the opposition will come out, come talk. And you see it? She did it all long. And Mark Golding them and Dayton Campbell them come push her out because them want the big salary. You know so life go? And I think they're so undeserving because they don't do anything when they're given the chance to represent the people. When we talk about state of constituency, we never take a good look in a Mark Golding constituency at people. And them sitting there upset my spirit, Them the people they cannot show you a proper, decent constituency for how long them did it. And they want to take the country and lead it. What can go so? I strongly believe that your constituency should be a blueprint. If you say you want to come and lead the country, the entire country, you and the people them who you are going to bring come farm cabinet, the whole one is supposed to show the country what kind of constituency you have. And you see all who worthless and not do nothing in there, they're not supposed to come in a cabinet and confirm not name government. That's how I feel. So if Jamaica people them not wise up, them going to delay the development of the country. The owner cannot continue to put worthless people to represent, people who are only there for a paycheck, people who only come into the politics for drag down other people, and sabotage and undermine. And because they want to have a profile or to say that they are, representing somebody when they're not doing anything, because the real test is when they were there. And you understand what the people them do. The people them vote them out. So, me hear one man they talk already say, forgot what him name. Him they talk say, him is not really a fan of garrison MPs becoming prime ministers. I don't know what to think about that, but when you have a member of parliament who aspires to lead a country, it is very important that we look at the work they've done or lack thereof in their own constituencies. You cannot tell me, say, Mark Golding, for example, who is now aspiring to take the leadership of the country, the building will collapse upon the people them over jungle, over sight, over eventide. You mean to tell me, say, all these years Mark Golding couldn't make one good representation to get that building there, condemn and relocate the people them to safety? If you can't get that done as a basic test of your representation, then how are you going to lead a country? The building collapsed down on the people them, then call media, and go over there go say do something on microphone and gone. The people them still in there. That building can collapse anytime. And that's just one thing. Camille, you see that building there? That building should be condemned. There is no repair in that building. I know that building very well. That the building, if it tear down, it's done its time. So there's no repairing it. Jesus. But yeah. For the salary increase so them get, the pressure when I see the Prime Minister put on some of them. And not just the Prime Minister, but the people them. If they not perform, I don't care if them are JLP or PNP. Get up, man. Una get to no sure paycheck every whenever I wanna get paid. Una get to no sure paycheck. So if you not represent the people them, go about to the business, man. Plain and simple. But guys, more and more people are talk out. 1 and 2 times I look over TikTok. And I see a whole heap of people are come out now. Women, Gen Z, young people, a ball out, a condemn the PNP. Especially from their rise against the school bus. Lone condemnation upon them over there. I just posted this video about a couple of hours ago. For those of you who just come in, see the school bus here. I got through South Manchester, where Peter Bunting was telling the people them said the bus are gonna crash and the road them can't manage the bus. Look here.
There you go. This is a huge corner now. Huge corner. Huge corner. So I have today toured 17 communities in central Manchester, and I'm now in southern Manchester, looking at the routes and driving behind the buses myself. Hey, hey! There you go. 2 trucks, the bus and a truck. Negotiate the same road. So again, this is just first-hand knowledge for the rural folks of Jamaica to understand that all is going to be well September morning. 100 buses rolling out, 258 schools, and in a matter of 2 years we'll deal with the rest of the schools to make 850.
So the bus the Bunting say go crash with the pitney them. And say can't go up the hill. Boy, me I telling you say wickedness can't done, you know. God no. All me could have drive one of them buses too. Me don't see the problem. The man say bus can't go up the hill. And them a bring whole bus to come kill off a pitney them. But me just make a final statement on a whole bus something there. You see, all of who a follow bunting, I talk about all boss. Let me tell you something. The whole of we come from Jamaica, the whole of we ride for all boss. Whether we are coming to school, whether we are coming to work, we all have been on all buses. Used buses, second-hand buses, whatever you want to call them. We have been on it. So in this day and age, we don't have no problem putting our kids on second-hand bus, school buses. See them there? Them in a good shape. They look good to me. Nice and clean. So this language of all buses, you know what it does? Maybe the PNP doesn't see it. So like how they don't see it, let me tell them. What we not do when we not use a language about all bus and all bus? What you guys are doing is showing the Jamaica people them say, we know elite and a Chris car, wanna say, and private vehicle. And I try to tell the Jamaican people them say don't go on the all bus. Like we're not gonna provide transportation for them. All bus is not fears we know because a long time we have take all bus. But we don't continue with the self-sabotage. We don't really mind still. Because right now, we just gonna continue with the upliftment of the country and the people there. We can't bother with them as stagnation people. We are choose Jamaica. That is it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be talking with the ladies tomorrow Saturday. So we're never hear from it tomorrow. I'm glad I was able to come on tonight. I'll find the energy to do so after being off with a live stream for a week. It's been good. Thank everybody for them patience, even though some people, you know, they miss the program and everything, but they understand, say, sometimes we have to take a break, you know. Big up the people them who call. Big up the people them who participated. Big up man of God. When man of God send the prayer come, I play the prayer for you. Because you know, so when man of God pray over you, so I know not normal. All of the destruction they want to see I take the people them now. The people them want to try to take down the country, tell lie on the country, tell lie on the prime minister. A one whole heap of something I take them. Every day we see it play out in front of our very eyes. The picture I want to see on the screen. The people them would have drug Karen when Karen come out and talk on Dayton. They say Karen this and Karen that, and the same thing what Karen say. And the same thing Lawrence Rowe come say. I can't believe it. You know, look good upon them. But the advocacy continues. Over years at JPU, we're not scared of nothing. We're not scared of no judicial harassment. We're not scared of no intimidation. We're not scared of nobody we are talk about lawsuit because we not come out here tell no lie on nobody. So them there's something not scare we. But guys, let us continue to advocate for our country. Our country is not the worst in the world. We know that for sure. I have lived in what they call a first world country for 25 years. And luckily and thankfully for me, I have never been one of those Jamaicans who migrate and, you know, see my country that I migrated from as the worst. I've never felt that way. Of course, we have issues. I've advocated for, you know, better this, better that, and stuff like that. But guys, Jamaica is not the worst. No make nobody fool, you know. Lie them a tell and wicked. Right now, what amount of people are migrate? all deport themselves, investing in a Jamaica. If you listen to the opposition, they want to burn down the country. Seek information for yourself. If you know anybody who misinformed, help them to become informed. Because some people just genuinely work with the information where they see out on social media by people who don't mean the country any good. By people who are deliberately spreading misinformation, disinformation upon the country. The Prime Minister say him hear we, and him watch we, and him listen we. It's just that he can't call no name. But Prime Minister, big up yourself. Because if you hear and look and see what go on, you're not going to come out and say the right thing and make the right decision them. So it is important to listen and have good listening skills. Jamaica is not the worst. Everybody must come together, demand that the people who are there saying that they're representing people, that they do what they're supposed to do. And from them do what they're supposed to do, and we the people be the vanguards of what is right and what they're supposed to do. We're not a problem. We're well on our way to development. And we have to stand up to them people here. Them people are some carry down artists. When you see them can't stay out here with no consistency anymore now. When them come out here with foolishness and we take them down, them have to go in and stay in. When last one you see him? He can't come back out here. Because just like what the Prime Minister listen, them are listen to and some of them people over here, if they miss anything, them people will tell them. So big up all patriotic people. And thank you all for joining. Have a good night, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share the content. Good night, guys.
Jamaica politics and cover. Pick up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Lord of mercy. Hey. Some say that them are dieted. And them must suffer to hell no rotted. Them must say that them are dieted. And them must suffer to hell no rotted.